So let's start ITR 4. So 4 is applicable for individual HUF firms, but other than LLP, and have income up to 50 lakh only, having income from business and profession, and which is computed under section 44 AD, 44 ADA, and 44 A, and not for an individual who is either director in a company or has invested in unlisted equity share, and income if income tax is deferred on ESOP, employee stock option plan, and has agriculture income more than 5,000, then you are not eligible for ITR 4. So you have to opt any other ITR. Okay. So for that, first you have to click on the import free fill. When you click on import free fill using login ID and password, you can get all the personal information where you can get all the personal information like name, last name, permanent number, account number, flat, etc. So you can get that information from over there. So all the red mark information is in compulsory field. So you can you can fill that information. If it is applicable in your case, you can select yes. Otherwise, you can select no. So for that, you have to recheck. So whether you are a salaried person and if you have business income as well, then you can also feed that ITR 4. So here, if you are an employer, if you are a employee, if you are employee, then you can click on whether you are public sector, private sector, and it's not if you are not employed, then you can select any other, and in which form you can file your return. So here we discussed about 139.1, that is before due date. You can feel that all the red mark information which is mandatory. So whether you are go with new tax regime or old tax regime, so at the time of filing of return, you can choose which if you want to opting out of new tax regime, there are benefit of new tax regime and old tax regime. So we already discussed in theory part, so no need to repetition. So based on whatever best on you, you can choose that regime only. So like if a new regime is more beneficial for you, then you can select new tax regime. Otherwise, you can go for old tax regime. And so all red mark, you can at least check, are you filing return for 7 provision too, but otherwise are not required to furnish return of not applicable. So if you are, this is already we discussed, like what in why are you filing return? Your income is more than basic exemption limit, or you are filing return because of some high value transaction, which we already discussed in theory part as well. So if it is applicable in your in why are you required to file return? Because it is not mandatory for individual and HUF to file return, but it always advisable to file your return. But it's for choosing that this is an option available, so you can select it properly. And what is applicable on you, whether your income is more than basic exception limit or you are any high value transaction. Because of that, you can file your return. So choose that and accordingly file that point as well. Are you required to file a return as per other conditions? So you can just check it out. If it is applicable in your case, then you can select yes. Otherwise, you can select no. So here you can see. So here you can see income from business and profession, how much income you have business and profession, and automatically. So if you are go with 44 AD, then 8% or 6%, whatever applicable on your case, as we already discussed in theory part, that if you have received your income in electronically more than 95%, then you can get benefit extra benefit, and only 6% will be deemed as your income under 44 AD provision. And for 44 ADA, if you 44 ADA, there is no such provisions, but yes, the limit will be extended 50 lakh to 75 lakh. So up to 75 lakh you can opt for 44 ADA, and here your income so you don't need to maintain proper books of account. If you go with for IDR 4, you have to fill very less information. So for a 44 ADA, whatever your gross is listed, 50% will be treated as your deemed income, and you can pay tax on that. So based on that, you can fill all information. Whatever is red mark is compulsory, otherwise you can completely ignore that. So here we can see that income from business and profession. I hope you understand. So you can fill that form accordingly. And if you have a salary income, then you can fill salary form as well. And deduction allowable will be automatically calculated. So based on which which you choose, like old tax regime or new tax regime, the tax will be calculated. So if you have own any house property, here also one more point, for ITR 4 you have only one house. If you have more than one house, then you can fill either another any form. No, ITR 4 is not applicable in your case. So if you have only one form home, and whether it is let out, then the amount of let out and all the provisions of house property, 30% of reduction allowed, interest payable on borrowed capital. So provision of interest payable on borrowed capital. I hope you already know that if your property is self-occupied, then up to 2 lakh is all, the limit is maximum 2 lakh is allowed for deduction for interest on home loan. But if you have lot let out property, there are no such limit. So you can fill all this form. And income from other sources. So whatever type of income from other sources, like dividend, interest, any other income which is not any other head, the income will come over here. So you can all fill all the form properly. So if anything else is applicable in your case, you can fill that form properly. And to benefit the avail of carry forward, etc., please use ITR 3 or 5. So you have to understand, for ITR 5 you have not option to carry forward and set off of your losses. So you can also keep it mind while choosing ITR 4. And you can feel all the required, if any deduction available in your case, you can fill all information properly. And based on that, your return income will be calculated. So I hope you understand all these points. Next is detail of income from business and profession, name of the business. So you can select business code over here. And I hope I already discussed here gross turnover limit as well. And you can fill all information. Based on that, your income will be calculated, presumptive income will be calculated. Computation presumptive income from profession, 44 ADEA. And for if applicable, 44 AE for income from goods carriage. So if it is applicable over here, then you can fill information over here. Whatever is the type, like you can go with 44 AD, 44 ADA, and 44 A. Then based on that, you can fill that information. I hope you understand that much. So next is what? TDS provision. What is TDS? So basically TDS is detail of TDS, so TDS, whatever TDS is deducted, shown over here. So you can just check it out. In the amendment, there are also some changes in TDS provisions as well. So you have to be more careful in assessment year 25-26. But amendment portion we will discuss at the time of once the form is live, we will discuss amended portion as well. So you don't need to worry. Next is if you pay any details of advance tax and self-assessment tax pay. So if you pay anything, then you can feel, if you pay anything, then you can automatically face some information when you pre-validate your return. But if it is not, then you can manually, if you can file that as well. So any TCS collected, they tell over here. And taxes paid and verification. So over here you can see how much amount you have to pay, or you can get refund. And based on that, you can verify your return. So I hope you understand. There is I hope you understand ITR 4. So any query regarding ITR 4, you can definitely contact us. Thank you.